Hi everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we actually have to talk about digital detox because it's now becoming a tourist thing. And actually I think this is a pretty good thing. I think we all just get tired of the incessantness of super media, social media, and all those kinds of things. And if you are tired of social media, all the issues it brings to your life, I've talked about those at length, why I think social media has just been bad for society in general, or you simply want to disconnect from work emails and Slack and Teams and everything else, then Tamio in Finland is the destination for you. Now, this is actually really interesting because it's located in the eastern Gulf of Finland, and this small island has declared itself a phone-free zone. It is considered to be the first in the world that is doing something like this, essentially as enforcement, but kind of. Now, travelers will be asked to keep their smart devices in their pockets, disconnect from social media, etc., but the island still has a functioning mobile network. Tamio is part of a Finnish national park and uninhabited by people. Visitors can stay there overnight in tents or cabins because, again, it's a national park, so they're not building and erecting hotels. And these new rules, which will be voluntary for the record, will give visitors a chance, as they say, to focus on nature. They've got hiking trails, they've got shorelines, you can basically climb bird watching towers, flora and fauna, etc. Tamio can only be reached by private boat or by sea cruises that are chartered by a company called Mariset. And for the record, this is not an advertisement for them, but they are really the first to just focus on this and advertise ads that way, which I think is really interesting. And honestly, I think it's a great idea. I mean, we are just exhausted from social media, whether it's the incessant political division. I like to say that Twitter's where civility goes to die, but truthfully, that's pretty much all social media. It's just exhausting. I really don't care what my friends had for dinner or the 800 pictures they decide to post on this kind of stuff. So I think this would be a good thing. And I actually try to do something like this in my personal life, if I can, take a few days and just completely disconnect, where I can focus, I can read, I can write, I can do all of those things, that I need to do, and just kind of just get a better sense of perspective. And we also know it's beneficial because the studies are in. A 2022 study found that basically people who took a 1 week break from social media reported significant improvements in their well-being as well as their sleep quality as well. Essentially getting away from technology can help repair your attention span as well. Constant exposure to digital stimuli impairs our ability to concentrate and think deeply. We've actually seen studies where the attention spans are such where, some people cannot sit through a 30-minute show or an hour and a half movie or more without going to their phone and doing stuff, even if it's something they haven't seen before. And so I think this is something that is really good. A 2019 University of East Anglia study showed that digital detox, basically holidays, increase feelings of connectedness and presence as well. And so I think this is a good thing. I think we all should need that time. Now, I'm not saying you've got to fly, to a small island off the east coast of Finland, but you should do something and take the time to essentially disconnect, unplug. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Some people take a weekend off and, or they'll take a day off and just say, you know what, I'm going to spend it with my kids. I'm going to spend it with my loved ones. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, but it's definitely not going to be on social media and not post. And as somebody that basically posts almost every day on social media, as you're sitting here watching this video or listening to this podcast, there you go. I hope I'm not boring you. I hope I'm not dragging you down. I'm just trying to deliver information, but we all need that break, myself included. So go take that break. Tamio seems like a pretty cool thing. I don't necessarily know if I want to go to Finland just for a week to disconnect when I can turn my phone off and there's plenty of nature here around where I live. So there you go. But whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, whether it's Finland or not, make sure you're taking that time, because digital detox has been known to help. And quite frankly, sometimes we don't realize just how much technology, for all of its benefits, can drag us down. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, except when you're taking time off. Same with YouTube, except when you're taking time off. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.